Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean here with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Oh boy. So, we're going to go ahead and kind of recap the absolutely insane morning on the US Mint. Probably one of the toughest buys that I've ever had to accomplish. Yeah. And we're going to share exactly how shitty of an experience it was. However, the silver lining that I think that everybody needs to know is I think the US Mint finally got the bot issue under control. And it showed today with this release. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what sold this morning in case you guys didn't participate, or maybe you did participate, because this is a big, huge coin that was selling for, or coins rather, that were selling for a lot of money on the secondary market. And up to this point, this set, the 2 coin set, which is right here, which released today for sale, the 2021 1 ounce silver reverse proof 2 coin set designer edition. Ooh, yeah, we're talking about, some Gucci level type of coins here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's just go ahead and do a quick recap of what was at stake this morning. All right, 2 Silver Eagles, both reverse proof. One is a San Francisco minted coin, the other is West Point. Pretty easy reason to see why this thing is being scooped up left and right. Mintage 125,000, product limit 125,000 total sets produced, and that's it. That's the cap. One and done. Once they were sold out, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the only maybe slight, small, little opportunity to see these back on the US Mint website is if, and only if, the US Mint had gone through and audited through all the orders to make sure that they were all legit, and any like inadvertent double orders, or same credit card used on like 3 orders or whatever. I know I probably got close to maybe that. All of those orders will in turn get put back onto the US Mint website. So that's why there's the remind me button still back up here. But realistically, consider it sold out. Your only other chance to even pick up this 2 coin set is going to be through the secondary market, like on eBay. That's kind of like the easiest low-hanging fruit opportunity to buy these, is just to go on there and then pay the huge markup on there. Now, we're going to take a look at eBay and see exactly where these coins are selling at today. When confirmed orders started rolling through, people were trying to dump them. All right, so here's a quick look at the, let's see, this is the San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken, reverse proof. No, the previous coin is West Point. The reverse of 2021 is the San Francisco. You can see the tiny little S Mint mark right there. And there's your overall presentation. Comes in that little, cardboard holder with the 2 coins in there, and then the certificate of authenticity. $175. Seems like a lot of money, but it is on rate for what a proofed Silver Eagle generally sells for, especially this year. The changeover design is what's really making the Silver Eagle kind of being placed on the map in numismatics this year. Otherwise, it's just silver bullion, right? They're all 999 fine, brilliant reverse proof finish, minted at the West Point and San Francisco mints. There you go. All right, so you guys are not going to believe this, for those of you that did not stick around, but it took approximately 1 hour and 35 minutes for the website to go to unavailable, like you see it right here. Now, the big reason is that a lot of people were having issues trying to put in just their single order, okay? There is a household order limit of only 1 set per. If you were lucky enough to grab a few of them because you used, like an in-law's address, and then the girlfriend's address, and then, the girlfriend's boyfriend's address, and, all the more power to you. It's like a lot more work. I think probably at the end of the day, I would have rather done something more constructive with my time than to try and pound out another 30-minute little soiree on the old computer. But when these things went available, the websites were having all sorts of issues. There was a handshake little thing, you know, a myriad of different crashes and all sorts of other things. However, based off of one of the screens that came up, all right, from what I heard from one of my LiveCoin Q&A panel members, is that particular screen actually was kind of a sign to everyone that, you know, they are keeping tabs on the bot issue. And it's always been an issue. It wasn't until the first preliminary release of the CC and O Morgan dollars where that problem became more apparent. So the US Mint had shut down all of the other pre-sales of the remaining Morgans and the piece. They pushed out some of the other Silver Eagle releases for another month. It was kind of a shit show. I mean, we could all agree that's exactly what it was. So here we are. We're coming up toward the end of the year. There's so few really stimulating sets, you know, to really, you know, pump up the collective masses out there of US Mint scalpers and flippers. But there is one, possibly the limited edition proof set that should be available for order, November? Something like that. That's going to be unique because all the coins are going to be different. But this particular set right here, it took me about 42 minutes to get my order in. I had used the Remind Me function. Actually, a few days ago, I had plugged in all my information, my email address, my phone number. I ended up making sure that that was the case, so that way I could just go right directly into the email or right directly into that text notification that they sent you if you did put your phone number in there, and just click that link. It takes you right directly to the product. And then you go ahead and put in your quantity of one into your bag, and then you go ahead and check out. But as soon as you were able to get to the main order screen of this one right here, where you see the product and then the price, and then it had add to bag, okay, the crashing would just start. And what I did to help combat this, because I knew it was going to be a huge issue, I knew that this was going to be the biggest release of 2021. What I ended up doing was keeping my email open. I kept opening up screens. So I had like 5-6 screens open, and I would refresh every single one until I got a screen that brought me to the next screen for checking out. And eventually it happened. It would show one item into my bag, and I went ahead and hit the checkout and went to the next screen where you have to pre-populate your address information and all that great shit in there. So when that happened and you go ahead and click to the payment button, it crashed again. It continued to crash, and it would set you back, and it just, you know, it was just insane the way things were. My blood pressure was probably 210 over 140. It was that bad. Not really, but you know, to other people out there, I'm sure that they were pounded on their keyboards with little pieces of letters and numbers flying all over the place. It was not a good experience for those that did not have very good, well, you know, internet and all sorts of other things, because that also played a little bit of a role too. But after 42 minutes, I was able to get my order number. And I would say for a product in which 125,000 sets were produced, I've never worked more hard to earn that than I did right here. So it's all said and done. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would do it again just so I could obtain one of these sets. Now, just imagine in a world where, if you guys remember 2019, we had the enhanced reverse Silver Eagles that came out. Those had, a mintage of under 30,000. All right, it was insane. I was actually on an airplane heading somewhere with no internet signal. I was out on that one for that reason. But a lot of people were having a hard time trying to order these coins, and it was a household order limit of one. Bots were running rampant like you would not believe. They were trampling all over the customer service experience trying to get one of these coins, because they sold for a few $1,000s after the fact for those confirmed orders. But I would say, based on the performance of what we're seeing here, the bot issue has kind of been addressed. I think based off of the hair pulling, scenario that we all witnessed trying to order this 2-coin set, that for any future upcoming hot release, that this is gonna be kind of the norm. We are going to experience more of these marathon 40 minute order entries. All right. And that's going to be, again, a way of combating all of the virtual bots and stuff that are trying to order multiples of this 2-coin set or any future hot release from this point forward. So, I mean, if you wanted to endure that, okay, that might be worth it in the future. I don't know. I'm not you. A lot of people are purists and they're like, well, I'm not digging on the, more modern stuff. I'm an old school guy. I like my seated Liberty coins. I like the old drape bust and flowing hair dollars. I like all this other stuff. So do I. I think I lean more toward that. But based off of how much these were selling at previous to when it actually went live, okay, is a huge money-making opportunity for a lot of people that wanted to profit about $300 to $350 after the sale. Yeah, you've for damn sure heard that right. If you would have sold your sale even before it went on sale about a week ago, these were selling for over $500 a set. Let's go ahead and see where these have dropped, because they have certainly dropped, ladies and gentlemen. So I just went ahead and typed this in, 2021 Silver Eagle Reverse Proof. By now, seeing as how that this went on sale earlier this morning, and as of this video, West Coast time or Pacific time, it is past 4:30. All right, I have received my official confirmation email from the US Mint to say that I am good to go. All right, so now we are beginning to see prices kind of jump up a little bit based off what people are asking for them, because this is going to be insane. We are going to actually look at completed sales. I'm showing you like live sales right now if you want to buy it. They're kind of like all over the place. They haven't quite settled. But if we hit sold items, this is the actual prices that these are selling at on the day of ordering. They are right around $350 to $375. Boy, has things taken a turn. Again, 1 week and a half ago, you could have sold this. Now, granted, it's not an official pre-sale. I am not an advocate for selling things that are not a pre-sale in advance, because you don't know if you're going to receive it. Based off of the performance of the website, I would have never have sold this as a pre-sale. But as you can see, with confirmed sales, we are looking at $350 to, let's say, $400. I'm sure there's going to be like a near $400 sale somewhere in here, but on average, you're running around $350 to $375 for the 2-coin set right now for, I would imagine, to be confirmed sales. Now, see, just take a look at the date all the way down, September 13th on all of them. So these are still rotating, recurring sales as they're happening in real time. I mean, they're, I would say, oh yeah, that's a really great deal, but that's for 1 coin only. But when we go down the list, it's dropped. But yet, we're beginning to see price listings on eBay for newer ones to go up over $400. So we have kind of a delayed peak right now. Because of the way the website was performing, some were under the impression that this was going to be an instant sellout within that 20-minute window. But with everything going on with the website and the software and everything that the US Mint's using on the back end to combat the bot issues, it actually turned the overall average customer checkout from the normal 10 to 15 minute range, and we're going to use the Morgan Dollar pre-release coins as an example, and they have been bumped up to nearly double, maybe even triple in some cases. There were a number of people that I know that didn't get their order in until after 1 hour since the release of the coins at 9 o'clock Pacific time this morning, or 12 Eastern. So there's a lot of changes, and because the 2-coin set had sold out in about an hour and 45 minutes, it's giving people the opportunity to think and say, well, if it took that long to sell out, then it must not really be as hot as they say it is. But in reality, if you were to take away and kind of average out the upgraded software to combat the bots and all that, this is obviously kind of like on par with a 20-25 minute sellout, even at a one household order limit. Up to this point, there's been 1,300 sales in the last 90 days. I would assume half of that would be just today alone. You guys can go ahead and take a look at the completed sales, and then you be the judge on that. But anyways, damn, this is such an insane product, and it kind of put not only the US Mint website on kind of like a litmus test, okay? How are they going to battle this particular issue with the bots on a blistering white hot release that is this 2-coin set? And how are customers going to acclimate from this point forward on any future hot release? There you go. This is kind of like a preview of what we're going to see in the future. Now, the US Mint more than likely is going to invest money into developing a much more streamlined checkout service where there's not going to be too many issues. There's not going to be nearly as many windows to click through to get through the process. I mean, it's decent, but on a hot issue, it's just not going to work the way it sits. That's why I wanted to talk about. Hopefully you guys were able to get your coins. I got my 1-2 set coin set or whatever. Anyways, I'm not selling it. That was too much of a hassle and too much blood boil for me to just go ahead and double up my money. I'm keeping these. And I hope that whatever you guys do, you guys have fun with the experience. You know, if you guys are looking for some extra cash for the holidays, I would probably wait a few weeks till you receive your sets. I think these are going to go up. As soon as things settle down and people realize that these did sell out a lot quicker than anticipated, in spite of the actual time that it took for the US Mint to go unavailable on there. It was actually the sales were quite robust. In closing, we are roughly 45 minutes away from the live coin Q&A stream. Okay, now if you're picking up this video after the stream has already occurred, I'll see you next Monday. It's on the live coin Q&A YouTube channel. All right, so come join us. Come by, subscribe. We're going to be giving away a lot of great product for your coin collecting needs. We're going to be giving away some really cool books. We're going to be giving away all sorts of albums and all sorts of other great stuff, right? To, for you guys to utilize during the holidays and build collections and have fun. Have fun with family. But that's going to go ahead and do it. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. That's going to close her out. Whew. Time for a nap. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you on the next coin video. So long.